Hello and welcome back to The Ordinary Effect with me, your host, Guido Piraino. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Took a little bit of time off, a little bit of a break, end of summer, of course, and now we're back into a brand new school year for a lot of folks. And, you know, one of the topics that always comes up towards the end, or the beginning, I guess, depending on how you're looking at this, is uniforms. And there's some schools that employ a uniform, a code, a set of clothes that you're allowed, permitted to, must wear when you attend the school. And one of the things I just never understood, and I went to a high school that wore uniforms. Things have changed a little bit. Since then. But one of the things is how uncomfortable the uniforms are. I don't know why they need to make the clothing so either tight or itchy. The materials they use. Like, look, if I'm putting out money to wear clothes that I got to wear every day, can I at least be comfortable in the clothes? How hard is it to say, you know what, we're not going to make you wear those itchy wool pants. We're going to give you some comfort cotton, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're doing it on purpose. Maybe they want the students to be uncomfortable so that, you know, they're paying more attention. They're bothered. I think it would bother me more. Now, I remember my uniform wasn't exactly comfortable, but it wasn't one of the worst. And we had some options. You could go to the store that sold the, quote, uniform clothes, or you could purchase like colors as long as they were, you know, dress slacks or a dress shirt. Now, the shirts were a little bit different, and even now they have the school monogram on it, but now the pants do too. So some of the schools have monogram pants, so you can't just go buy a set of gray pants. You got to buy the gray pants with the monogram on it. Otherwise, you get written up and sent off. But those pants, they're not meant to, they're not one size fits all or one make fits all, it seems. And I see a lot of kids that are uncomfortable with it. And the other part that I just touched on was variety. So in the summer, some schools have limited variety. Like, they don't even offer shorts. Some schools, the girls can't wear skirts anymore, or what were they, kilts? They can't wear kilts anymore. They're bound to the long pants. They do get to wear a polo type of shirt, but the variety just isn't there. It's the same thing over and over. And what you might have is some kids that are wearing the same clothes a few days in a row now, because they're like, well, what's the point? I look the same as I did last time. So I don't know. I'm just thinking, how about a little flexibility, and how about a little bit of color? How about you bring a little bit of fun back to it? Give the kids some options, loosen the rules a little bit so that, it's not so uncomfortable, and the kids have some variety. Another thing I thought of was, how about the teachers? How come the teachers don't have uniforms? I mean, if the kids are in uniforms, why not the teachers? Right now, I've got a lot of teachers hating on me probably. But if you think, I don't remember if it was last year or a couple of years ago, there was a couple of incidents where teachers were dressed, quote, inappropriately, and there was something in the news about it. But hey, why not have the teachers in robes maybe? Let's say you teach English. Well, maybe if you wear a black robe and you wear some kind of, stripe on the arm or something that says, hey, for English, you have a blue stripe. And if you also teach math, you have a red stripe. Maybe history, you have an orange stripe. And so that you can identify, who the teachers are easily and what type of courses they're teaching. That's all part of the whole uniform thing, is being able to identify community in the school, knowing who the students are. But imagine if the teachers also had a color-coded uniform in the form of a robe plus stripes that identify what their credentials are. I don't know. It just seems it would make it more Harry Potter-ish, right? They walk in and they've got their robe, and the kids are all in their colors and in their uniform. It would just make it a more complete experience, perhaps. Anyways, maybe and hopefully that's the biggest thing we need to complain about this school year for everybody. I'm wishing everybody a fantastic school year ahead. Enjoy the uniforms as much as you can. School boards, principals, teachers, demonstrate compassion for these kids who are wearing some of these uncomfortable clothes. And everybody take care. Hope you join me back here on The Path Radio for some more Ordinary Effect next week. Take care, folks.